Hello and welcome to the Freelance World video on HMRC Compliance Checks. Hi, I'm Michelle from Freelance World here. Don't worry, the HMRC Compliance Checks are not as scary as you might think. Basically, our business snippet today is all about keeping good records. We see a lot of people here through the Freelance World doors who have boxes, shoe boxes full of receipts or a plastic bag full of receipts. And what we usually recommend is that when you start trading as a sole trader or as a limited company, that you keep a good record of what all of these receipts and expenses and invoices all relate to, just to keep your records correct. The bad news for the taxman, HMRC, is that poor record keeping actually leads to 40% of small businesses underpaying in tax. And they want to obviously tighten up the reins on this, and to do so they've really improved their processes and their streamlining of the processes at their side to check into small businesses. HMRC now has the power to do unannounced compliance checks into your books, and so for that reason it's a good idea to keep very good records, as well as what we recommend at Freelance World, having an online bookkeeping software system to upload receipts and everything to keep you right from the very start. You'll be amazed how much benefit you get out of these, purely because you know what's happening with your business throughout the year, as well as anything like compliance checks that happen from HMRC. You've got all your records there ready to show, and you can prove that you put a lot of effort into paying the right amount of tax at the end of the year. Tax returns such as your personal tax return or your company tax return and your VAT return are used to tell HMRC how profitable your business has been, and these include things such as income. If these are incorrect, then it definitely will make an impact on your tax bill, and so for that reason making sure that all business expenses and things are included in the calculation is a really good idea. The main risk for your small business, or if you're a freelancer, we still include that as a small business, is that if you've not been keeping your books correctly, or if an accountant hasn't been keeping the books correctly for you, then this might seem to HMRC that you've been avoiding tax, or that you've been deliberately making mistakes, and even though you have all the good intentions there, they will break down hard on people who have made mistakes there. And for that reason we totally recommend that you get somebody to look over your books, or just even to keep good books yourself and to make sure that you include everything, so that if any of these HMRC checks happen, you're a-okay, you're sure that you've got everything there that you need. There's an upside to these HMRC checks. Not only will they point out if you've not paid tax for any reason, but if you've overpaid tax, this will be a good investigation to see, oh, you've paid tax here but you didn't need to, you've paid extra tax here, and you may get a rebate on the back of it. So if you're being honest and keeping your books correctly, then you've got nothing to worry about. Not only are the HMRC checks something to consider for good bookkeeping, but keeping good books can actually impact your business massively. 40% of businesses actually fail due to incorrect bookkeeping, and for that reason it's such a good idea from when you get started just to keep a log of every transaction that's coming in and out of the business, so that you're kept right throughout. HMRC are proposing to charge £3,000 to any business who has been devious or reported things wrongly in their books, and for that reason it's really important to keep good books and to be as honest as possible about all business transactions that are coming in and out of the business. We just wanted to touch on this briefly for you today to make you aware that HMRC are really tightening up on their compliance checks. But if you want to find out more about this, Smarta have brought out this brilliant ebook which gives you a really good guide into the penalties that can happen if anything does come up in investigation, but also just notes of what to keep for good books and how to improve yourself as a business generally by good bookkeeping. So I would recommend this as a good read. Thanks very much for dropping by today. Don't be too scared by the HMRC compliance checks. They can actually benefit your business if you're keeping your books correctly. And if you need any other help from Freelance World at all, please give us a shout or check out our website. Thank you.